YouTube, what is up? I'm back with the update video. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me what is going on, what's happening. Am I still with American Income? A couple of you said I'm probably not with American Income. A couple of you have been, asking me questions on how it's going and things of that nature. We're definitely going to get to that. First and foremost, guys, I want to actually say thank you to all of you that commented on my previous videos, asking questions about American Income or just about how it's going. It really let me know that what I was doing was really helpful to people. I don't know if you guys had seen in my earlier videos, the reason why I decided to do a vlog was because when I was going on with American Income, I immediately went on to YouTube to try to find some information on the company just to see, the ins and outs, how it goes, things of that nature. And I didn't find anything. The ones that I found were related to American Income. They were on their YouTube channel, which I don't even think they use anymore. So it was going to be a biased approach, right? So that's the reason why I created the channel. Now, like I said in my previous video, a lot has happened since the last post I made a year ago, both professionally, personally, just all the way around, full spectrum. So I do apologize for not getting back to you guys with comments, with more content, and that sort of thing. So without further ado, we can kind of get right into it because I know it's drawn out. The question is, am I still with American Income Life? That answer is no. I am no longer with American Income Life. And I want to start by saying that I absolutely have nothing bad to say about American Income. I love their business model. I love what it is that they are doing. I have nothing bad to say about my experience with American Income. There were some things that I wish that had went differently when I was there, but it wasn't to the point of, American Income's fault, quote unquote. It's just sort of how the business model is structured. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, so I worked with American Income for 8 months. If you guys follow my videos, I was promoted. I had situations where I had people on my team, under me, things of that nature. So it wasn't until, in this business, you are going to have your ups and downs. You are going to have times where maybe you're not making as much money as possible or as you are accustomed to making, but you're still putting in the same amount of hours, right? And much like myself, I have a family that I needed to provide for, and I know you guys have families as well, so that does kind of play a role in your mind. Now, in my agency, throughout the training model, the way it's set up is that you have somebody train with you. They ride in your car for a couple of weeks until they, learn the script and they're able to go out on their own and hopefully make some money on their own. Now, I had a situation where I, at one point, had, 4 people that I trained or whatever. And, one of them came out the gate really strong and then fizzled out to where they weren't doing anything. Same deal with the rest of the people that I was training. So that comes with the territory. You can't necessarily fault American Income for that. Where it actually hit for me was when, it was a rough time of the month, rough time of the year, slower time of the year, so say. And, you have somebody in your car, training them, whatever, and it may have been a week or two since myself had made a sale. But when you have somebody in your car, you're somewhat obligated to give that person the first piece of business that comes through the door, or the first piece of business that comes through, even if that person did not do anything on that application or in that presentation. you're supposed to get that person coated with something. So, at that time, it had been a couple of weeks since I had, had some business written and things of that nature. It was already a slower time of the year, and I had to give some business away. That part of it right there, it really didn't sit well with me. At some point, I know you have to, help out the newbies, and that's great. But if you're struggling right along with those people, it's hard for you to really have a positive state of mind when your bills are piling up on you and you finally make a sale that you have to give to somebody else. To be completely honest with you guys, what ended up happening as to why I left was I could not afford to live based off of the amount of income I was making. It was close to, it dwindled very quickly. And with me having children, with me having a family, and, we weren't able to survive, honestly, off of the amount of money I was making. Now, I was still putting in the same amount of hours. Okay. I was still working every day of the week, and not bringing home sometimes $150, sometimes less than that, sometimes nothing. So you guys got to kind of put that in your mind. Now, another thing that happened was that the support system at home started to fall. That's probably the most important deal out of all of this. If your support system at home begins to fail, you begin to fail. So whenever you're thinking about going into this business, you have to make sure that your spouse knows what's going to happen, knows that there's going to be ups and downs, and maybe they can bridge some gaps when necessary, right? If they can't, it's going to get really tough. I'll tell you guys now, it's going to be really tough. Now, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying about American Income, in my experience, has nothing to do, again, with the company. You cannot fault a company for human error. I can't say anything about, it's American Income's fault that these clients didn't say yes, because it's not their fault. My script was very good. So it just came to a point to where it just dried up, and trying different areas, things like this, trying to do something, and it wasn't happening. So it's no fault to American Income. I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm just going off of my personal experience. There are people within this agency that I'm in that are doing very well for themselves. Maybe, my experience, I don't know, but that was my experience. So the business model itself is fantastic. Once how the renewals work, how all that stuff works, it's great. It really is. You can retire after 10 years. They pay your renewals for life. Once you've been with the company for 3 years, you're 100% vested, which means if you were to retire after 5 years or 3 years, you get 30% of whatever your renewals would be. It may not be a whole heap of a lot, but that's still something that's awesome. So it's definitely a good situation to be a part of. After that, I went and managed a finance company. I went back into that industry that I was already in for years before I went with AIL. But I realized that I was not a desk junkie anymore. I could not be a person that is behind a desk that, I just can't do it. I can't have a boss. I'm not built that way. So I was actually presented with the opportunity to work as an insurance broker for Symmetry Financial Group with mortgage protection. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, those of you who have continued to listen to this video, there's been it's a different feeling working here. I've been here since August, and even during the time of August, I really didn't get started until September. And I've been kind of slowly getting myself acclimated to the new industry. But even as of, a month ago, each week I'm normally number 1 or number 2 in sales every week. Now, the great thing about this industry with mortgage protection is we're dealing with people that have either refinanced or just purchased a home. We know mortgage companies don't provide mortgage protection. That's why mortgage protection companies are in business. They are who they are. So the client will fill out a request for mortgage protection. We go out, we talk to them about it. And when I tell you that it's been a much better situation because it's more of you need this mortgage protection for your home, it's a completely different animal. I can honestly say that, what's so good about this thing is, as well as with the training. How the training goes is that I can have anyone in the country on my team. Anyone in the country can be on my team. I can talk to you via telephone, video chat, whatever, as far as getting your training done. I don't have to give away any of my business to you. You don't have to give any of your business to your people that you end up having on your team. It's just a great situation all the way around. So I want to start by saying this. And I'm getting ready to, I'm actually starting this week on training and recruiting, should I say, building my team. So I'm picking certain cities in any state that I want that I can call and get people on my team. So if any of you guys, I want to say this, if any of you guys are interested in hearing more information about what mortgage protection industry looks like, please, shoot me a message in the inbox. I don't mind picking up the phone and calling you guys, because I'm telling you now, it is a very, very, very good situation to be in. All the way across the board. Being the fact that I've been in the industry twice, I can compare the two situations, and I really love where I am right now. So if any of you guys want any more information, just please either comment on that, and I'll definitely get back with you guys. I'm making it a goal of mine to reinvent my YouTube channel and be there for people that have questions. I want to try to grow my YouTube channel to answer these questions and be that type of person for you guys. So again, answering the question, am I with American Income Life? No, I'm not. Do I have anything bad to say about them as a company? No, I do not. What happened in that situation was just that it did not pan out the way that it did not work for me. Business slowed up. I need money. I mean, just like anybody else. Can you be very successful with American Income? Absolutely. Do I know people in my agency that are very successful with American Income? Absolutely. What are the things that you have to have in order to continue to be successful at American Income? Number one is going to be a huge support system at home. They have to keep your mental. They have to keep your mind where it needs to be. Secondly, you just have to make sure you keep your volume up. Make sure you're setting your 8-8 schedule. Make sure you're running your schedule. You stay on top of your script. All of that stuff are things that they set you up to be successful on. You can never gauge, the response from a human being, whether they want it or they don't want it. You never can. You cannot fault the company for that. And I am sitting here telling you today, I'm not faulting American Income for that. I have just an even amount of chance of walking into somebody's house as the next person does. So, again, nothing bad to say about American Income. I will say that since I've been with Symmetry Financial Group, I have definitely increased sales. I've definitely been able to really see the full potential when it comes to annualized premium, monthly payments, things of that nature. Like I said, any of you guys that are interested, I'm going to start doing some vlogs throughout the day whenever I'm, just like I did with American Income. But just wanted to let you guys know, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up because I'm going to do multiple installations here in the next couple of days. But I wanted to let y'all know that I appreciate all of you guys for your comments. I've gotten people hit me up on social media. People have hit me up in my inbox, asking questions. And at the time, I was trying to figure things out. I didn't feel like I could have been a good service to anybody because I was jaded at the time. So I'm sorry to you guys. I want to let you guys know that. But if you need anything and have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, I am going to start recruiting for Symmetry Financial Group in where I am right now. Any of you all that may be interested, please let me know. And I don't mind setting up a conference time where you can talk to myself and my upline. We can definitely get that taken care of too, and give you more information on that. But guys, please like the video, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell, let you know when I'm making updates, when I do make a post. Let's work together and make this channel huge. And, I want to, let me know what content you guys want to see, and I'll do my best to upload that very same thing as I'm going throughout my day. As always, guys, I want to make sure that all of y'all have a blessed day. Keep in mind that, when in this business, you have to have a strong support system. If you don't, it's literally going to fail. I am so thankful that I do now have a strong support system, and it's been a great experience, and we'll definitely dive into that in the later videos. But again, I appreciate you guys for hanging in there. Stay tuned. We got more stuff coming. Y'all have a good one.